freedom was around the corner. We set up the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution, which was formally adopted by the country on 26 January 1950. Now, the people who drafted the Constitution were the best brains, the best intellects of the country, besides being the great, tall.
That whatever binds the people, binds the society, is dharma. So therefore, the meaning of dharma, as we understand as of now, is not the one we know, that is religion. Yes, probably in a contracted manner it could be religion, but the broader meaning is that it is the law, the rules, the regulations that we have to follow in our daily life, in our societal life. Then we have equality, liberty, and fraternity. These are the goals that we have set.
Past 8 years, I think there have been areas where we made tremendous progress. I've just released a book. It's a big book called Accelerating. Strangely, some people might say being a former minister, former MP of the party, it would be an adulatory stuff. In fact, the word Narendra Modi is not even mentioned in my book. If there is one wing of the government of the entire our delivery machinery which is failed, I think it's IAS.
We set up many committees in the past to suggest as to how to improve, because these regulations actually need improvement constantly over a period of time as the dynamics change and also based on the experience gained. The first committee was in 1999 under Kumar Mangalam.
Perhaps in Republic of Korea, I was ambassador there. Or I was chief passport officer of the whole country, and many people remember how the computerization was done and governance was improved. But the bureaucracy remains very non-cooperative, corrupt, including in the passport organizations, any office you go to. And the government is right that reduce the interface, even courts, Honorable Judge Godeki, that lower level at all. Without money, you can't get a judgment.
Almost 2 decades ago. I didn't know, sir. I didn't take anybody's reference. I just said I am Ashok Motwani from Vishwabag. I got spot appointment, and next day at 4 o'clock I was given the basket. These are lifetime events for us. So I still remember. I don't know whether he remembers.
सही काम करने में हमारा हाथ
Information is judicial intervention has shaped this country.
Yes.
Yes. Otherwise, what would happen, I don't know.
There are criticisms also.
So this is the day part.
You've done a wonderful job also.
There are many,
No doubt.
now one individual, the judicial from D.K. Jain and Honorable Justice Lokul.
Yeah.
They asked us whether you can feed Mother of Vrindavan. Judicial pronouncement from Supreme Court. Later it became Nalsa. So these are the who of the judges. What do you want? I said, no, I will do it. And so I've done it.
It was very illuminating that Agarwal sir will do. But at one stage, I'm Sanjay Sharan, I belong to Indian Revenue Service. I am superannuated already. To do some works here, I'm a GST master trainer because I got about 52,000 officers trained of central government, state government and UT before I retired. Before my retirement, I was at the National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics, Faridabad. And then I did, and then I also picked up so many areas for teaching. In fact, I teach on stress management. I have written a very good book by name Household Ascetic, which authentically answers, if you will agree with me, all the questions concerning life authentically. So I'm trying to get it translated in Hindi. Maybe in next 6 months, 7 months it will come. What I was saying, going forward from what you said, Mr. Dayal sir said. Passion, you rightly said, and reducing the interface, you rightly said that. But one or two areas which I want to dwell upon is ethics and understanding also. There is a saying by saying, I heard, "Poot kaput to kyo dhan sicho, poot saput to kyo dhan sicho." Meaning thereby, if my son is bastard, is useless, why should I appropriate money? Why should I earn money? And if he's good, he will make himself. So why should I do that? So there is a lot which is required in the areas of ethics and understanding, and there our Ministry of Education, which is now HRDA, whatever we call it, they have to do it. Ethics, education, and clarification. I have seen that young boys who are going through this UPSC, their total aim is on money making. Because they want to make it so fast, and they want to have postings and other things. These things are happening. Then how do we curtail, how do we as a nation, in very simple ways, address these issues? One is teaching of ethics, teaching of reality. As I said, that couplet, Poot Kaput Wala and all. And then one area where we have simple areas, sir, where we are not there. We have multiple schools run by government, private institutions, Christian institutions, Hindu institutions, these institutions. But we don't have any prayer for them. Can we not devise, by way of law, an innocuous prayer? And the prayer should say that we are a nation, we will make our nation, our forefathers have given their lives and blood to give our nation, and when we will grow up, we will work without corruption and we will work for making our country strong. This is, despite this simple thing, we don't have even now, and this should be made compulsory. And the children who will be reciting these prayers in their schools for a number of years, can you change them? You cannot. They will become members. And anybody who is trying to do that, they will not do that. They will not be doing, they will do that. Another thing, at say higher secondary level and at graduation level, we are passing out, we get some type of degree. Still, somehow the threats of nationalism in this country is not that strong as it should have been. North-South divide, East-West divide, this divide, that divide is still there. Why cannot we make a type of social work compulsory for somebody who's passing at say 12th class and at say graduation level for say 1 month, 2 months, and let him go. If somebody is from say north, let him go down south. Make it compulsory part unless you complete it and you do the compulsory work, social work, then you will not get your degree. What will happen? People will see that man of Bihar is coming and Tamil Nadu or Kerala and he's building roads and bridges and canals and he's planting trees. So there are certain, at one stage, sir, I made a study that I'm not forgetting because I was not prepared for that. But there are certain simple things which this country requires and which we should give it to the government and rather try to make sense to them through parliament and other ways, in which the nationalism, ethics, and also Rajesh ji, I was talking to him some days, he said, you make a paper, I could not make it that, we should give it to the HRD for ethics and some other stress management treatment. I teach on stress management also. Because I saw when I visited these BA schools, I found that they are teaching certain things on stress management. It is totally as per the model of, say, US BA schools. But there are many important areas that is totally missing from there. Food management is missing, yoga is missing, clarification is missing. Then when I was working in National Customs and Taxes and Narcotics, then I picked up that and those things are included because without that you cannot do that stress management. So Rajesh ji, that day I was talking to him, he said that okay, you make a letter and we give it to HRD and all. I said I will do that. Sorry Rajesh ji, I have not been able to do that. I regret for that.
Excellent suggestions, excellent thoughts.
So these things. So these are some small things we speak of big things. You spoke very well, sir, about interface. That remove the interface. Absolutely correct. That the government has been doing, DBT and etc. What is the government doing? In many areas, I got my license renewed. I stay in Delhi, and without going anywhere, I just have given a filled form and not even any paper also, and it was just renewal. It came to my house. Wonderful. So these are certain things which if I recall, if I sir will give me chance next time, and he will sensitize me that he can order me that Sanjay, you have to speak on this topic, I'll be coming. But very small things that we need to inculcate and bring in our system, and so see that the children become so strong that they will not be buzzing before corruption or anything. And then other things, police requires a lot of reforms. Somebody was saying that somebody goes to police station, if he has some case, his FIR will not be registered. Police has to become somebody needs to get from police also. Police is required. Every other places, Mr. Alphonse was saying, other one, Mr. Gupta is a very good man, well-meaning man, they have all done it, but police side is still we are failing, sir. True. All over India. Nobody will get justice.
Sanjay, thank you very much.
Sir, thank you, sir.
First of all, for arranging this session on the most relevant topic on governance, because ultimately all citizens are affected by governance, and therefore this topic is of utmost importance. My gratitude to you for having thought of the topic and arranging wonderful set of speakers.